What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and BlizzCon 2023 is fast approaching, the first official proper BlizzCon in 4 years. So needless to say, we can expect some pretty major announcements coming with this event. And so in today's video, I'll be talking about what we can actually expect these announcements to be, at least when it comes to Overwatch. I know BlizzCon isn't just for Overwatch, it's got World of Warcraft, Diablo, all those other good Blizzard IPs present there as well, but given that this is an Overwatch channel, I will be specifically focusing on the expected and confirmed Overwatch announcements. So if you're interested in learning about the other things, then I guess find a different video. But here, we're going to be talking about Overwatch. And first and foremost, the first thing we have confirmed to be coming in this year's BlizzCon event is the brand new tank hero. And that tank hero just so happens to be Mauga. Well, probably Mauga, but there's a lot of evidence pointing towards it being Mauga at this point, which I will be breaking down here. So for those of you who perhaps don't know, Mauga is a character that has existed in the Overwatch lore for quite a few years at this point. He was first introduced back when Baptiste was launched as a hero as part of Baptiste's short story, where we learn about this character named Mauga, who was very close to Baptiste during his time back in Talon, and it's clear that these two characters have a rather complex relationship. Mauga himself is portrayed as being a very monstrous, aggressive, and in a lot of ways sadistic person, which makes him the perfect fit for his role within Talon as a heavy assault unit. Beyond this short story, we have seen a couple little instances and references of Mauga over the years, either through sprays in-game referencing the character, or through little voice line interactions that seem to be hinting at him, but it wasn't until the release of the recent Samoa map in Overwatch 2 Season 7 that we next got our first major teaser for this character, which is this room here. This room presumably belongs to Mauga, which makes sense given that we know Mauga has Samoan heritage, and we can clearly see his shirt hanging here on the wall, along with a picture of Baptiste next to the hammock, which again also checks out given that we know Mauga is currently hunting Baptiste after Baptiste left Talon. We also get some interesting details here with these sort of toxic canisters, which are likely going to play somewhat into Mauga's kit as a hero, and some other fun little details which I'm sure are going to play into his personality once he's an actual hero in-game. So this is all well and good, but why does this necessarily suggest that Mauga is the next upcoming hero, specifically the one to be released at BlizzCon 2023? Well, for starters, Mauga is a big beefy guy who definitely looks like he'd fit the tank role of heroes, and we know that the next hero coming that'll be announced at BlizzCon is going to be a tank hero. Furthermore, in the teaser artwork they showed here announcing that there'll be a new hero revealed at BlizzCon, we can see what appear to be bullet holes all across this wall that serves as the backdrop of the teaser image, and with Mauga being a heavy assault who's previously been seen wielding dual miniguns, it's not unreasonable to assume that these bullet holes may very well be from his guns. Furthermore, there's also some more meta aspects to consider here. For one thing, Mauga is one of, if not the most highly anticipated new hero for Overwatch, and has been a highly anticipated new character for a number of years at this point. So if Blizzard ever was going to reveal Mauga as being a new hero coming to the game, it would make sense for the reveal of that hero to happen at a major event like BlizzCon. Sure, they could just drop him randomly throughout the year with the start of a new season, but Blizzard knows how hyped people are for Mauga, and they want to make a big deal and show of this new character being added, which is why BlizzCon is the perfect time for them to reveal him as a new hero specifically. There's also some other elements to consider in this as well, such as the fact that, at the time being, arguably Overwatch doesn't really need a new tank hero at the moment. The role which has actually gone the longest without getting a new hero added to it is the damage role, which hasn't gotten a new hero since Sojourn with the launch of Overwatch 2 more than a year ago. So again, the fact that they're releasing another tank hero at this point as opposed to a damage hero could factor into them wanting to show off the new hero at BlizzCon and wanting it to be a big fan favorite hero, such as Mauga. There's a similar sort of situation going on with the recently released Samoa map, which I mentioned earlier, given that it has the Mauga teasers on it. Specifically, the fact that we've gotten 2 new control maps now within the course of just a year. The first being the Antarctic Peninsula map we got earlier in the year, and the second, of course, being Samoa. And while there's no hard and fast rules saying Blizzard can't add 2 control maps in a row like this, ignoring, of course, the new Flashpoint maps that were added in Season 6, it does seem seems sort of weird that they would add 2 control maps as opposed to a control map and then maybe a hybrid map or a push map or something like that. Well, I think the reason they added Samoa when they did with Season 7 is because they wanted it to serve as a teaser leading up to Mauga. Having this room with all these Mauga teasers in it is the perfect little way to nudge players saying, hey, remember Mauga? Wouldn't it be cool if he became a hero? Only for then a month later, him to be revealed as the next new hero at BlizzCon. It just perfectly lines up with teasing the character right before that big reveal. So all things considered, we don't have official confirmation just yet that Mauga is the next new hero to be revealed at BlizzCon, but there is a ton of evidence pointing towards it at this point, and it does seem very, very likely. But moving on from Mauga specifically, what else can we expect when it comes to Overwatch with BlizzCon 2023? Well, Blizzard actually hasn't really talked that much about what else to expect in the Overwatch department specifically, but there are a few things we have details on. One of these is in fact upcoming changes to the Overwatch 2 competitive system, which admittedly feels like a bit of a weird thing for them to be talking about at BlizzCon, but according to Aaron Keller himself, the game director for Overwatch 2, competitive changes will be a topic they discuss at BlizzCon 2023. We don't know anything further about what exactly they're going to change about competitive or when these talked about changes will actually end up coming to the game, but it's apparently something they'll be focusing on. Also, in the same blog post that addressed the competitive changes, it was discussed that there will be changes coming for the Overwatch 2 shop and battle pass, but that these are actually topics which likely won't be talked about at BlizzCon and instead will likely be saved for a bit later down the line, likely early 2024. So I guess you could say that's something we can expect to not expect at BlizzCon, but an interesting thing that the devs have acknowledged in relation to BlizzCon at this point. And the last major thing we have confirmed to be happening for Overwatch at BlizzCon 2023 is the 2023 Overwatch World Cup Grand Finals. Now, personally, I'm not a big esports person, so this is a take it or leave it type thing for me, but I know a lot of people are super excited about Grand Finals and are really eager to be able to attend the Grand Finals in person at BlizzCon. So definitely something which a lot of people are excited for and something we do have confirmed to be coming at BlizzCon 2023. But at this point, let's move away from the confirmed Overwatch stuff we have for BlizzCon this year and delve a bit more into the realm of speculation. Surely Blizzard isn't going to announce preemptively everything they're going to end up talking about, so what can we maybe expect to have discussed at BlizzCon this year that hasn't really been touched on yet by the developers? Well, first and foremost, I think it's extremely likely that alongside the reveal of the brand new hero, we're also going to be getting a new animated short. Historically, Blizzard has featured Overwatch animated shorts at BlizzCon, since, again, it's BlizzCon, it's the biggest Blizzard event of the year. If they're going to show off an animated short, they're probably going to do it at BlizzCon. And also, if it does end up being Mauga that's the new hero revealed, then I'm sure people would be excited to see an animated short featuring Mauga, along with maybe characters like Baptiste and other Talon members. So I do think it's very likely that we end up seeing an animated short alongside the reveal of this new hero, even if it doesn't end up being Mauga. Even if by some bizarre happenstance this next tank hero isn't Mauga, there's still a pretty good chance of there being an animated short, let's be honest. And I for one am super excited to get to see it, since animated shorts are always one of my favorite things when it comes to new hero releases and just Overwatch in general. Considering that we got 3 new animated shorts for the new heroes added with the launch of Overwatch 2, I would not be surprised to see another animated short coming for whoever gets revealed at BlizzCon. The next thing, which we could very well end up seeing revealed at BlizzCon this year, is a new map. Much like new heroes and other major content types, over the years we've typically seen new maps getting shown off at BlizzCon, even if those new maps aren't necessarily maps which get added to the game right away. In fact, considering the timeline of Blizzard releasing maps and heroes, we're not expecting to actually see the next new map come to Overwatch 2 until next February. So considering that, I'm not sure that Blizzard would go all out with showing us a playable version of a brand new map at BlizzCon, but it does seem well within the realm of possibility that they'll at least announce what the new map is going to be, maybe the geographical location of the map or the type of game mode, whether it's push, escort, another control map, and then maybe give us a bit more lore information about that specific location with some like concept artwork or other details like that, even if the map itself isn't necessarily finished finished and playable. Admittedly, this is one type of content reveal which I'm a bit iffy on just given the time frame of things, but is certainly something we very easily could have shown off at BlizzCon this year. And along that same sort of line, I also think it's very likely that we'll be learning more about Season 8 at this year's BlizzCon. Season 8 is expected to launch in early December and will be the time that we actually get the brand new hero released in-game. And so if they're going to be showing off the new hero themselves, whether it is Mauga or somebody else, then I can also see Blizzard talking about the season itself at BlizzCon as well, whether that means them detailing the theme for the season and what we can expect from these skins and maybe in-game events that'll be happening during that time. I won't be surprised if they end up showing off at least some of the skins that'll be coming in that season, maybe even showing off that season's mythic skin, if it's one that is particularly cool and they're excited to get to show early. So while it's hard to judge exactly how much they'll show off about Season 8 at this upcoming BlizzCon event, I think it's safe to say they'll do something for it, whether it's just talking a little bit about the season and what we can expect, or even showing off full proper images of the content that'll be coming. I think it's safe to say we'll learn something about it, beyond, of course, just the new hero. And the last major thing which we could potentially see discussed when it comes to Overwatch at BlizzCon 2023 is PvE. Yes, PvE has been an interesting one when it comes to Overwatch and BlizzCon in particular, given that Overwatch 2 and its big PvE content release was first announced back at BlizzCon 2019. And while the events that have transpired since then when it comes to Overwatch and PvE have been rocky to say the least, I do think we could potentially see more information about what to expect next for the PvE missions and game modes and stuff at this year's BlizzCon event. Whether that means a release date for the next set of PvE missions, or at least some more details about what exactly those missions are going to end up being. If there is more PvE to come in the future, I think there's a decent chance we'll end up learning more about it at BlizzCon this year. Again, we have no idea at the moment when we can next expect more PvE missions to actually get added to the game. It seems like it won't be until at least 2024 that we see the next set of proper missions. So depending on just how far into the next year those missions end up releasing, there's quite a bit of variety in terms of what Blizzard might actually end up showing off for this stuff when it comes to BlizzCon. Maybe they just announce, oh, we have more PvE stuff in the works, it's going to be cool, and just leave it at that. Or maybe they'll give us a sneak peek of one of those upcoming missions, or a new faction we end up fighting against, such as Talon, or some other new group we haven't even heard of yet. These all seem well within the realm of possibility, given how big of an event BlizzCon is, and I for one am rather excited to see what all they have in store for us. But on that note, that does it for all the major things we have confirmed and can reasonably speculate for BlizzCon 2023 when it comes to Overwatch 2. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you have any personal predictions of your own about new content and stuff we'll be seeing at this year's BlizzCon event? Do you think the new hero is going to be Mauga? And if so, what sort of kit and abilities do you suspect he might end up having? Either way, be sure to subscribe, hit up that bell icon, follow me on X, and come join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any future Overwatch news, streams, and other content. And special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible. If you'd like to join them to earn some cool rewards, then just hit that join button down below. And otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.